I got my first haters comment today. Let's talk about it. My name is Verena, and I'm super grateful that you found your way here to my channel, which is all about manifestation, self-development, spirituality, and healing. So I woke up this morning and I got a notification that I had somebody commenting on YouTube. So I was quite excited. I'm building up this channel at the moment. And and then I read what this person wrote. I deleted it already, but it was along the lines of, it was a girl. She explained me some of the cards I had in her perception misinterpreted. And she told me I have no clue about tarot. So I sat there and I could feel inside of my belly, I could feel it like, when you feel, and that's how I felt. And I was like, oh my God, what is this person saying? Yada, yada, yada. And then I caught myself and I was like, why do you worry about her, Verena? Like, who is she? She's a nobody. You don't know her. She has 3 followers. She has no video posted on YouTube. So who are you allowing to judge you? And I was like, well, that's all right. So I deleted the post. I had a moment where I was like wanting to go back into the reading, rewatching the reading. And I was like, no, there's no need to do that. There's no need to go into investigating about someone's viewpoint who is only there to basically shit in your living room. Because this person came towards my channel or to my channel, she watched a reading, she didn't like it, and she had the urge to comment on it. And don't get me wrong, there will always be stuff we don't like, and there will always be people who do things in a way that we think they might not be right. But if you're really fulfilled with your life and you are on purpose, you wouldn't care about them, would you? Would you really take the time, if you're happy with your life, and I hope you're watching this, Julia, if you're happy with your life, fulfilled and doing what you love, you would most probably not take the time to shit in somebody else's living room and telling them what they do wrong in your viewpoint. So I want to address this because so many people, including myself in the past, I had so much, and it's still there. I'm not over the feeling of and the scarcity of being judged for what I do. I've been coming a long way. I was a diplomat before. I was sitting in offices with suits and, working for the government. And I allowed myself to invent myself anew and follow my dearest passion. So that's courageous and that's brave. And if you, Julia, are not doing something similar, you are not allowed to judge anyone. If you are not a brave soul, also extending, growing, expanding, learning more, you are not allowed to judge. You're not. Because you have no video on your channel and you're judging others. Think about it. And let's move away from Julia, but move away towards all the courageous soul or all the souls who have a calling and are so scared to go out into the open with it because they're scared of being judged. I know it's scary, right? It's so scary. Really. I was sitting in an office working as a diplomat. Okay, so serious. I was in another office before working as an HR business partner. Yeah. Now here I am reading tarot, channeling light beings. It's not easy, not always easy, right? Sometimes it's scary because I'm also not wanting to be judged. But then in the same time, reflecting myself how many times I have judged somebody. We always get a mirror reflection. So today when I watched or looked at Julia's comment, I was like, okay, where have I been? Normally I'm not posting I think 2 times in my life I posted a negative comment on somebody's page, but it was really, I mean, yeah, I did it. It's not, I don't want to, explain myself. I did it. So I was like, I got the mirror reflection of how it feels when somebody is commenting negatively on whatever you do, your creation. Whatever I do is my creation. It's my baby. It's what I want to bring forth. And I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. And I really, really want to encourage everyone who has a dream. And it might be, I had a coaching session yesterday and she said, I see myself as an artist soul, but I grew up and many of my clients have great artistic talents. I have singers, I have painters, I have writers, which have been told, this is not something you make money with. But it's not the truth. In this age, especially with the internet, you can make money with anything, but you need to follow through with it. You need to be committed and walk through the fear, walk through the storm, walk through the fire, because shit will hit the fan most probably. I don't think if you really want to be successful, that you will never encounter a problem or you will never encounter somebody sitting in your living room because they don't like what you do and they're triggered and they're whatever. I think it's part of the package, and it's part of looking and looking inside and being like, which part of myself is still afraid of the judgment. And for me, it's my inner child. I was a lot of times when I was a child, I was judged. You not do this right, you not do that right, go away, I do it myself, yada, yada, yada. And that part of me, when I read that comment this morning, was like, when you think your heart stops beating, that was a moment I had this morning. Yeah. We're all human, we have all feelings, we have all emotions. So I think it's really also an invitation. I feel humanity got a lot crueler, to be really, really honest. And I before I was opening the laptop to speak, I thought about that couple, that Coldplay cheetah couple. The shitstorm they got. I mean, what they did is maybe not right, but we don't know the background story. We have no clue at all. And it's crazy how quickly people judge and how bad and how, in Germany we call it Schadenfreude, when you were excited about somebody's pity, about somebody's bad luck. That's actually horrific. It really is actually horrific. And whatever you put out will come back to you. It's a karma, So I thought I don't want that. I don't want to have that fucking karma coming to me, So that's why I'm also with that comment, and with however many comments I will get in the future, I'm not, I'm not wishing them any bad or something like that. I just invite them to think about what drives you to do that, and what drives you to be angry, to be putting somebody down, all of that, because it's something inside. It's something inside of you or me. If I'm putting somebody down, it's a part of myself. Everything is a mirror reflection. Whatever you see in the outside world is a creation. So I most probably created that person because it's still a fragment that is scared of fully going out into the open with all of what I do, and is scared of being judged as and I don't know if whoever watches this is really going to understand that, but that's also something I need to let go of, the need to be understood of the need to be appreciated, of the need to be seen, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm actually the only person I have to, how to say, look for approval. It's me. And the rest will follow. So I see it a little bit as also as a healing for myself, to look into what it has brought up. And yeah, and as an invitation for you to do what you came here to do. If I can do it, you can do it. Seriously. I don't know what people say at home, especially, you know, in my former department. They might think I'm totally crazy. They might not. Secretly, they might think, oh, wow, that's quite interesting. She can see this and she can see that. She was always a little bit different. My colleague, my ex-colleague, she always said, oh, you're a witch. Because I always knew things before they happened at work. And that's something coming back to the comment, you know, this person judged me with my abilities. You do it your way. You do you. For example, I get the card, but what's happening? The card is like a door, so I can get the energy behind. I'm reading a lot more the energy which is coming through and not so much the card meaning. And most probably it's channeling. You know, I did that reading with the one card. I haven't put so much intention yet into channeling without any tools. Maybe it's going to be something in the future, I don't know, but I love my cards. I love them. I love the artwork. I love art. I love spirituality. I love all of that. And yesterday I watched actually a reading, not a reading, it was a documentary about Hawaii and the indigenous people, and Hawaii had a monarchy before the Americans came and imprisoned the queen. And in that documentary they described that, this is in indigenous cultures, there is storyteller, there's artists, there are dancers, there are priests, there are healers, there are shamans, high priestesses. All of this is not spiritual woo-woo, we just have forgotten. And most of me, you, whoever watches that, who feels weird, who feels they have a gift, we have done this over many, many incarnations. And now we're back here in a world where most people have forgotten it. I mean, luckily enough, I live in Bali. And I have so many spiritual friends, you know, like one of my closest friends, she can always see things, always. And she just intuitively know. And last time it was so interesting because I saw a lady and she's from, I believe, from Bali as well. And she came with two or three white men, one from Germany and one from England. And then it was about, I don't know about what. And then she got really fiery and she's like, yeah, because you're from the Western world and you give more matter or more meaning to what you can see. But here, she said, here it's more about what we cannot see. It's about the spirit. It's about the God. And I was like, yes, thank you. So if you feel, and if you have a high intuition, this is the gift. Not everybody can do it. A lot of people have forgotten. I believe everybody can do it, but most people will never take the time to really connect to it. So it's a gift. You can foresee things, you know, or whatever gift you have. It's special. It is something special. So don't use it. Not don't use it. So use it. Sorry. Use it. It's given to you. it's been with you since many, many lifetimes. Most of the people I see with the gifts, they have brought that from other reincarnations, you know? Yeah, and then it's so scary because in this world, it's all about, do you have the facts? I need to put it into a fact checker. And yeah, where's the statistic? And did a doctor approve this? Did this person approve this? I don't care. My intuition approves this. And my intuition is a direct connection to spirit, God, the universe. And I don't say that my intuition is for you. It's for me, you know. But many times in my life, I followed my intuition. It was always right, always. And many times people said, how did you know? And I said, I didn't, but I followed that feeling inside. And many of you have that feeling, so many. But then it's like, no. And then you come with your thoughts and with your, and I know that, you know, I'm a Virgo. I know exactly how it feels. But we can train that connection to our intuition, that connection to that silent whisper inside. Yeah. Yeah. I think that was the message. Do we want to have a card? I think we want to have a card to finish off. Because why not? You know, I really love what I do. I really love what I do. And there's still so much space to expand, to grow. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to all of this. I'm curious. I'm super curious. Yes, is there another one? No. On the bottom is yes, Ganesha. Okay, Spirit says meditate. Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. I mean, that's always a good solution, you know. Sometimes, you know what I learned here? I had a relationship with 2 Indonesian men. And when something happens, they're quiet. I did never understand it. Like my ex-boyfriend said, if you have your emotions, be quiet. Now I understand it. And maybe it's a message to not talk about it. But in the same way, I feel like it is because I hope it helps many of you. This card is a call for you to meditate regularly. Your path, body and soul are asking for quiet time to reflect, think, and receive insights. Even a small amount of time devoted to daily meditation will bring you great gifts. You don't necessarily need any formal training in meditation. It's the same with the cards. You know, it's the same with anything. Just do it. And if you feel like you want to have a formal thing, then do that too. It's simply a matter of sitting quietly, closing your eyes, breathing, and listening. Additional meaning for this card. Be still and listen. You need some alone time. Be honest with yourself. Join a meditation group or take meditation classes. Listen to a meditation CD. If you need a meditation, I have just recently put up 2 meditations on my channel. Just scroll down and you'll find them. So Siddhartha Gautama devoted his life to finding an end to suffering. He renounced his family's wealth and tried several spiritual paths, including asceticism and his quest for spiritual growth. He finally had insight that moderation was the path to enlightenment, or the middle way. He also demonstrated the benefits of and importance of meditation, and many of his insights appeared as he meditated beneath the Bodhi tree. Call upon Siddhartha Gautama for help in developing your meditation practice, to practice moderation and to overcome any form of suffering. Well, guys, I hope this brought you value. I hope this helps you in your path to follow your joy, to follow your gift, And I always share this example, you know, the person who invented that swimming stick, that noodle you can take around your neck or under your arms. They're multimillionaires now. Everybody most probably in the beginning said, what the heck? Why do you need that thing? And it worked. So follow really what you love to do. Connect to spirit, connect to God, to nature, whoever you want to speak to, and just say what you would love to do and ask for guidance. That's something I also can really, really recommend, to speak with the unseen, because they're there, they listen, and they guide you. And if you need some support, if you need some guidance, some help, if you need a reading, if you need somebody to help you get out of your old job and follow your purpose and follow that, I'm your person, because I did it. Anyway, that's it. Most probably tomorrow I'm back for a reading. Have an amazing day, and I see you soon. Bye bye.